seat, sir.
Thank you. You guys have a seat.
Alright, Assalamualaikum everyone. I'm your lead financial analyst, Amirul bin Rauf. So guys, this is Mr. Ayub Sobri. He's the CEO of Bahvest Resources Berhad. So Mr. Ayub, this is my financial analyst. So please introduce yourself, Luqman.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Luqman bin Garib Munawar.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Fiqrullah bin Adlan.
Hi sir, my name is Muhammad Sharif bin Kamaluddin.
Alright, so we are all gathered here to present to you your financial statement. So Mr. Ayub, can you explain a little bit about your company background?
Greetings everyone. So before we start, I would like to introduce the background company. Bahvest Resources Berhad is a Malaysian investment holding company primarily engaged in gold mining through its subsidiary Woolsdorf Resources Sendirian Berhad. Okay, the company mines gold on a 370.7 hectare land in Bukit Mantri, daerah Tawau, Sabah. The gold deposit is characterized as an epithermal vein style deposit with associated copper and silver mineralization in altered andesite rocks.
So Mr. Ayub, this is your company financial statements for 31st December 2022. And next is your statement of profit or loss for December 2022. Next, we are going to talk about your financial ratios. So I will pass to my financial analyst, Luqman.
Okay, let's continue our discussion. For our team financial analyst, we have helped Bahvest Resources Berhad to calculate their financial statement. For financial ratio, the first one is liquidity ratio. For your current ratio in 2021, our current ratio is 0.57 times and has increased to 0.98 times. And it shows that we can conclude that your company is able to pay in short-term obligation compared to your quick ratio. In 2021, your quick ratio is 0.41 times and has increased to 0.69 times in 2022. So we can see that your company can pay in the short-term obligation too. So here are the bar chart. You can look the difference between current ratio and quick ratio in 2022 and 2021. Alright, for the next point is activity ratio. I have counted for you two types of activity ratio, which is average payment period and average collection period. For the first one is the average payment period. The average payment period for 2022 is better than 2021. So this is actually show that Bahvest Resources is efficient in making payment earlier as it was lower than previous year. Next, for the average collection period at 2022 is better than 2021. So this is actually show that your company can collect its account receivable better than its previous year. So this chart can show you a better perspective of the two activity ratio that I counted for you. So that all, I will pass to this presentation to Fiqu.
Now, I will be talking about the leverage ratio for your company, Mr. Ayub. In average ratio, we have the interest earned ratio and debt ratio to your company. So we go through time interest earned ratio first. In 2022, 7.17 times has increased to 15.15 times. It shows that Bahvest Resources have inclining operative income and high capability to pay interest obligation on time. So I'm sure that your company have not issue with the payment of the interest. The next point is debt ratio, which is we can see that 2021 and 2022, Mr. Ayub, there's not much difference. We are see from the data. It's consistently and it shows that the company is constant and manage their debt. Here are the bar chart. As you can see, 2021 and 2022 debt ratio and time interest ratio. there's not much difference, Mr. Ayub. But I'm sure that your company can achieve your goals. So for the activity ratio, I will pass to Sharif, our third financial analyst.
Alright, Mister. And now I will be presenting to you the profitability ratios for this company. As you can see, here in terms of profitability, the firm has recorded a better performance of all measures. The gross profit margin are better at 2022, which is 20.87% respectively, as compared to 2021, which is 19.99%. And this shows that the company can generate more return from their operation. Other than that, the operating profit margin also higher in 2022 at 14.02% as compared to year 2021, which is 9.67%. After that, the firm's operating profit is quite high. It indicates that this company is profitable and generate higher returns compared to the 2021. Okay, so this is the bar for profitability ratio for 2021 and 2022.
So all my financial analysts has present to you about the financial ratio. So what do you think, Mr. Ayub?
Thank you, Amirul. Overall, I think I am satisfied with the financial statement because it is getting better from the previous years. But because of the COVID incident, so my company needs an additional fund of 400,000 to support the working capital requirement for 3 months. Okay, with the good performance at our company, I think it is for my company to apply for the short-term financing. Can you guys recommend me the best alternative that can we take?
Alright, Mr. Ayub. For the alternative for short-term financial for your company, I have asked my financial analyst to provide 4 alternative for your company. So, Mr. Luqman, can you explain to us your alternative?
So we continue our discussion for alternative for short-term financing. So for the first alternative, we can apply to loan to ABC Bank that pay an annual interest rate of 7.5% of a discounted basis. The bank require a 12% compensating balance. Company Bahvest Resources maintain a demand deposit of RM40,000 in the bank. So as you can see, I have calculated for your Bahvest Resources company. I have concluded that your EIR is 7.8%. So I will continue another alternative to FICO.
So, for other alternative that I can conclude is, which the second one, I would suggest do a credit agreement with different bank. Bahvest Resources has a revolving credit agreement with DEF Bank for the total amount of 415,000 ringgit. Interest rate at 8% is charged on the used loan. So, a commitment fee of 5% is charged on the unused loan. On the top of that, the bank requires Bahvest Resources maintains a checking account for 15,000 ringgit, Mr. Ayub. So, as you can see through my calculation here, I have calculated the EIR is 10.19%, Mr. Ayub. So, for the next alternative, I will suggest to you commercial paper. Commercial paper is a form short term that issued by a corporation that is typically used to finance short the term liabilities, which is account payables and payrolls. Issue commercial papers on the discounted basis at an interest rate of 10% per annum. Dealer placement fee is 3,000 ringgit per paper and the par value of these commercial papers are 14,000 ringgit each, Mr. Ayub. So how do you think? So as you can see through my calculation here, I have calculated the interest which I got 10,000 ringgit, and for the flotation cost, I counted the flotation cost to know how many pieces commercial paper that you will be issued. For that, I got 10 paper, Mr. Ayub. So for the EIR, we got 11.11%. So there is a good point to your company, Mr. Ayub. So I think I will pass to Sharif.
Okay, Mr. Ayub. Now I will presenting for the last alternative, which is alternative 4. So my suggestion is trade credit. Trade credit is an agreement that customer can purchase goods without paying upfront and paying the supplier at a later scheduled date. And so here I will suggest taking a trade credit with a following credit terms in 15-day net 50. And last effective interest rate at actual cost of the payment at the end of the period is 54.14%.
Alright, after I hear all these alternative, I will suggest you to alternative 1, Mr. Ayub.
Okay, so why would you recommend the alternative one and not the others?
It is because for alternative 1, they got the list of effective interest rate. So I think it should be good for a company.
It makes sense to me and I agree with you.
I think this is the end of our meeting. So Mr. Ayub, are you satisfied with our presentation?
I think the presentation is very nice and I understand everything. So thank you everyone for this meeting.
Thank you Mr. Ayub for listening to our presentation, and thank you everyone. So Assalamualaikum, have a nice day.